Hey, what's up, y'all? Ready to do some makeup today. It's about halfway through the day and I haven't done it yet. I did do my brows, got my foundation on, and then I was a little bit of a goon and I didn't put on any like bronzer or blusher. I did get to put on some highlighter, which is that kind of little glow that you see on the top of my cheeks, the top of my forehead, and some areas in the middle. But yeah, I thought I would go ahead and get some video here on palette number 3. So that's this one right here. Of course, a lot of you know that we've got 5 palettes through Younique. We call them our addiction palettes because the colors are so easy to get addicted to. But this is number 3, and you've got some beautiful pinks and golds and purple and even black. And I'm going to actually be using this black color today. I'm going to do sort of a smoky eye effect a little bit. Kind of keep it mild because it's still daytime, but it is going to be a little bit of a smoke with the black color. So let's see how this goes today. And then when I finish up, I'll definitely show you one of our lip stain colors as well as a couple eyeliner options. We'll do one eye versus the other, some mascara, and then finish off with some brow gel. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna start with Deluxe brush. All right, this is a perfect brush. Can be used all over the eye. Today I'm going to use it specifically on the lid because I've got a glittery color on here that I want to put on the lid, and it's this one right here. It's called Ecstatic. It's sort of like a glittery gold color, and we're gonna just put this right on here. I don't have any water today, so I'm going to hope that this works out just with a dry brush. But what's gonna be really good about that is that I'm gonna have a much more subtle look. When you use a damp brush, you end up depositing a lot more color, and in a lot of cases that's great, but if you want a softer look, you could just kind of go dry the whole way, or you could just kind of go back and build the color with the dry brush. That way you can make the color more pronounced. So that's sort of what I'm gonna do, is just try to go in a few times with this color. So again, this is Ecstatic. It's sort of a gold bronze color. I feel like it's gonna be a nice matchup to what I'm wearing today. Pretty happy there with that eye, so let's move on to the other. And you can see I'm doing some like short, quick movements. That's pretty much my method for applying color to the lid area. I kind of do that first, and then I go back and sort of wipe the rest of the color on there to sort of make it all uniform and get it all across the lid. So you can see this gold is really, really coming out nicely. I have a little bit more light on this side of the face, so you're probably gonna be able to see the colors a little bit better this way. Go one more time. Okay, what you didn't see me do is I didn't tap my brush in between applications. That's because I am trying to get some extra color on here with a dry brush. But as I move into the black color, I definitely am going to need to tap off a little bit so that things don't look too dark. So I am going to move into the black color. I'm going to use my crease brush here. And here we go. All right. Grabbing this black color right here on this particular palette. This is called Irate. Good color for black, right? Or a good name for black. So I'm going to pick up some of that. Not too much. I can always add more if I need to, but just kind of tapping off that excess really good. I'm going to start in the corner of my eye with a circular motion and then just move that into my crease. I think I did a good job of tapping that excess color off because I may have to go back and get some more. I'm just trying to push as much of this color into the crease as I can. You can also move some of this color into the lid a little bit, just on that corner piece. And you can see some of that gold color kind of went up into the crease as well, which is great. They're complementary colors, and that's totally fine. That's what I love about these addiction palettes, is they're sort of pre-made, pre-curated to have these colors that go together with each other really easily without you having to guess. So yeah, that's sort of the start of the smoke. Let me go ahead and apply some to the other eye and we'll keep working on this. So again, this color is called Irate. Tap that brush off really nicely. Start in that corner of the lid, start with the circular motion, and then move that color into the crease. I think I did a better job of getting some color initially on this one, so we'll have to work on matching up the other eye. In fact, I think I've got enough color to where I can start moving this kind of up towards the brow bone a little bit more. And also working this color into the inside of the eye as well. Just to have a nice arch here in the crease and towards the brow bone. Moving some of that color into the lid as well, just that corner part. All right, and I'm gonna go back and match this up to the other eye. So again, we are going for a smoky eye look, so whenever you hear that phrase, just know that we're going for something a little bolder, a little bit darker. You know, and depending on your preference and what you're comfortable with, you know, you can wear a smoky eye in the daytime, but it's really popular for nighttime. So I'm just starting to work this color up a little higher. And I want to make sure I get that into this side of the eye as well. Don't want to forget that. All right, let's see how we're matching up here. Pretty good. I feel like I can go a little bit higher. I'm grabbing a little bit more color. Tap off really, really well there, and I feel like I need to focus kind of right here, sort of in that right-hand side crease area. Get that angled up a little bit better. And smoky eye does take a little bit more time, so you just gotta kind of be in it to win it, you know. You gotta know that you're you're gonna be investing some extra time, more than you might normally, for sort of a more daily look. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think I've got them matched up pretty well. And now I'm going to move on to blending, because with the smoky eye, that's really important. Otherwise, you kind of maintain these harsh lines. And that's okay for some, but I'm gonna soften mine up a little bit. And I'm gonna be using a really nice soft color here. I'm gonna be using this right here. This color is called Determined, and it's a nice matte sort of beigey taupe color. So I'm using angled brush for this, by the way. This is just really nicely shaped for me to get right on my brow bone, and it's got a loose pack to it, so I can really do some blending with it. Get the color on here pretty good. Tapping a little bit. I'm gonna start right here, because you want the majority of this highlighter color where most of your brow bone is showing, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to highlight, and then you'll use the rest of that color to actually blend what you've got in the crease. And you can blend outwards, and it takes a little bit of time. You just want to kind of go back and forth and make sure you're covering all your bases with your blending. And you can see that I sort of gradually move outwards, because I want to have that color sort of taper out to the outside of the face. Okay, I'm gonna grab some more of that color and go ahead and work on the other eye. Again, this color is called Determined, right here on palette number 3. Starting right where most of my brow bone is showing the most. Gonna make sure I tap off some excess there, and then start working around it and working some of that black color out. I feel like this color's doing a great job of blending the black out for us, giving us that actual smoky look, which is what we're going for. All right, I'm gonna apply a bit more over here. I'm gonna get the inside of the eye as well. And just do some more blending. Over on this side too. Okay, pretty happy with how that's turned out. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably add a little bit of color underneath, or actually in the corners. Let's try that out. So I've got a color on here called Smitten. It's right in the middle, and it's a little tough to see, but there is a shimmer to it and sort of a whitish, toned down whitish color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this same angled brush. I'm just gonna clean it off really quickly. Gotta find something to clean it with. How's it looking? What do we think so far? I think it's really, really pretty. Okay, I'm cleaning that brush off, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab again that color Smitten with this angled brush, tap the excess off, and I just wanna go right in the corner of my eye with it. And this is what this is going to do is this is really going to highlight the inside of my eye, and with this light color, it's going to help my eye appear a little bit larger. And I'm just kind of building on this color. And you can see how soft it is. It's not too bright. It makes it really nice for the inside of the eye without looking a little too crazy. There we go, that's that shine I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna clean my brush again and then just start softening up the color that I've got in the corner here, just down into the rest of my face, so there's a nice transition. All right, and then we're ready for some eyeliner. So I'm going to move on to the comparison that I wanted to do. We're gonna do two different eyeliners. We're gonna do black on one, and then this sort of violet purple lavender color. These are both from Younique. One color is called, let me make sure I tell you the right one. This one's called Purposeful. Okay, so I'll bring this up really close so you can see the color. And then this is our Perfect liner. So it's perfectly black, easy to remember that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply the black on this side. And then you all will have to let me know which of these liners you actually like better. What I may do is I may do a little bit of a mini wing to go with the smoky eye. And I go underneath as well. And here's where the mini wing comes in. So what I like to do is I like to do my upper lash line, my lower lash line, and then bring the two together in the corner and then just move outwards just a little bit for that mini wing. Okay. All right, so that's the black liner. We're gonna move on to Purposeful, which is our lavender colored liner, and we'll see how this shows up on here. We may have to add a little bit more color for it to show up, but that's okay. All right, go down to the lower lash line now. You can really see that lavender now. It's really neat. I'm just doing the outside of the lower lash line, if you hadn't noticed that on the other side. And then I'll bring this out into a mini wing. All right, so that's what we've got going on there. All right, so let's take a look. That's our black liner. That's our lavender liner. I like that this one actually brings an additional pop of color, so that's kind of cool. All right, so I'm gonna put some mascara on now, and of course using our fabulous 3D Fiber Lash. Let's go ahead and apply some transplanting gel first. Okay, just make sure I have that extra off there. Now, if you don't, I don't know if you caught that, but I was applying to the top of my eye. Or I'm sorry, the top of my lashes. I just do a little bit, just to sort of fully coat. So the top, and then back to the front. Okay, then I'm gonna get the lower lashes. We'll let that dry a little bit, and as that's drying, I'm going to put on some color, some lip color, and this is one of our stiff upper lip stains, and this color happens to be my absolute favorite. It's called Sleek. I have 2 of them. I keep one at home and one in my purse because I just love having it handy as a color I can wear for most any day. I have a lot of customers that love these lip stains. They're so lasting. They apply so well. Such rich colors too, lots to pick from. What's important though is if you're new to these lip stains, that you know you need to apply to very dry lips. Because any kind of cream or moisture or chapstick or whatever you've got on your lips, other than just dry lips, is going to mess up the effectiveness of both the application and how long the color lasts. And I've had this last for up to 11 hours before. Pretty amazing. I'm all set with that. All right, awesome. Love that color. Love that color. It makes me happy. Okay, let's move on to our fibers. Okay, so we did transplanting gel first. Got to put some fibers on, and then we'll set it with transplanting gel again. Okay, so here's my fibers. I roll this on the back of my hand to really pack the fibers onto this stick. Okay, I've got a little end piece here that I want to get rid of. All right, and then we're just gonna apply this to the tips of the lashes. And a really good trick is you can sort of like close your lashes, and that way it sort of forces you to just apply the fibers to the tips. Awesome. Okay, do the other eye here. I'm gonna go ahead and do these lower lashes as well. I kind of wiggle because I feel like I can get to these little baby lashes a little bit better when I do that. Okay. And then we want to finish up with transplanting gel to set the fibers so they stay on. Okay. And you can do this as many times over as you like. You can keep building your lashes, keep getting additional volume by following the same process. You can do it twice, 3 times, and what we're looking at is up to 500% volume boost just with the 3D Fiber Lash Duo. No more falsies, my friends. Annoying, hassle. Don't do it. Time waster. This is so much better, and it's natural. Natural looking eyes, just a lot of volume boost for your lashes. Cool. So we're all set there, and the last thing we need to do is put some brow gel on, and we're good to go. I do have my brow stick already applied. I used a brow stick to fill out my lashes, give myself some fuller lashes today. I think I did a pretty good job with that. But I just want to cover any leftover gaps that I may have left, and this brow gel really helps me achieve that. Really finish off the look for me. It's a really inexpensive product and so popular because it's so easy to use, so quick. It can be used by itself to do your brows. You just want to have a little something, get a little oomph really quickly as you're heading out the door. This will do it for you. You don't even have to use a brow pencil or brow stick if you don't want, because this will give you some good color and definition, shape, and the appearance of some additional brow hairs. So I think we are good for the day. Kind of show off these eye colors again one more time. Can't believe we got such an impactful look from palette number 3. So let me show that one more time. And thanks for joining me. I hope you found some helpful information out of this. But let me know what questions you have. I'm here for you. All right, everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.